I tend to do things at a little slower pace because I want to make sure everything is just so. So my time management skills needed some honing at that point. But have to prioritize. Another common word that we hear a lot, quit. Only they're not talking about quitting. Quit whining. Quit complaining. Quit making excuses. Quit spending time with people who don't see your value or your worth. Quit negative habits. Quit staying in the same place and in the same rut. You know, if you're itching to move on, many times when we fail to achieve, what's the first thing out of our mouths, Felix? It's never our fault, is it? It's always somebody else's fault. Somebody didn't do what they were supposed to do.
I know. You believe that. You screwed up Spreaker. Now it doesn't work.
I didn't screw it up.
Of course you did. You don't think I did it, do you?
Well, how could I do that if I was going for coffee?
Oh, you spilled coffee over the Spreaker.
Well, that's true, you know.
Oh, look at that. I got a whole note here telling me about Spreaker.
But it says quit while
you're ahead.
Quit whining, quit complaining. It's very important. And if you make a mistake, people have more respect for you if you say, look, I made a mistake and I'm sorry. Don't start lying about it. Remember Bill Clinton. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. And now, 20 plus years later, it doesn't make a difference anymore.
And now 20 some odd years later, it turns out it's true. Because people don't consider all sex as sex anymore.
Well, yeah, it's amazing, but you're right about that. You know. Okay, we're up to release. Why don't you read release? Let go of things.
Release. Let go of the things that are weighing you down. Let go of the drainers in your life. Regret, mistakes, anger, resentment, ego, jealousy, competition. Let it all go. Free up your energy for positivity, love, new dreams, and invest this newfound energy in your loved ones who continually lift you higher and cherish your worth.
You know, that almost goes hand in hand with quit. Quit whining about things. You know, it doesn't solve...
Doesn't solve
anything.
You know.
It drains you of the energy that you need in order to succeed.
Succeed. Powerful word. Not in here, but succeed is a word, a powerful word. And it doesn't mean monetarily succeed. Succeed is just what your internal desires, the things you want to do. And if you achieve them well, that's success.
You know, you set your goals and then, you know, you go after your goals. And sometimes you have to reevaluate, reassess. Okay.
Okay. Next one is sorry. Apologize to those you hurt, intentionally or unintentionally. Accept an apology you were never given and move forward without anger. Forgiveness is a gift we not only provide another person, but as a precious gift we give ourselves.
You know, for some people, those two words are just not in their vocabulary. I'm sorry.
I apologize.
You know, something goes wrong. You know they did something wrong, and there's no way in hell that they are going to say that they did something wrong.
Even if they know it, they admit it, but they won't admit it to you. You know, which is wrong. Okay, let's go over here. Next one is thank you. Thank you is still the magic word. We all want to be thanked for our efforts. It is such a simple word. Yes, it means so much. If we want to role model gratitude, we need to show sincere appreciation and thanks wherever we go. Recognize that others do for us not only reminds us to be modest and humble, but it opens up doors to more deeper and meaningful relationships, enhances our empathy, and improves our psychological and physical health. Gratitude enables us to count all our blessings and not take things for granted.
And then, think about that for a second. A simple thank you. Someone goes out of their way. They does something that benefits you. You don't recognize what they're doing and don't say thank you. Don't expect them to help you in the future. If you have a task, you're going to have to be working on your own, okay? Because they're not going to bother. A simple thank you, that's all it is.
Thank you, Marc.
You're quite welcome, Felix, and thank you too.
You're also quite welcome. Easy words to say, mean it when you say it. It'll go a long way. Yeah, okay. Next.
I think we have to skip the next one because it's difficult to discuss or explain.
So just read it. Don't explain it.
No. It says unplug. I think the gist here is, the Sabbath is. It says here for the person who wrote this. Okay, it's not me. It says the Sabbath is one of that person's favorite days of the week. It's a day where he or she completely unplugs from technology. You switch off. Spend time with yourself, by yourself. One of the greatest discoveries of self-transformation and personal development is not only getting to know yourself, but getting to like what you find. Connect to all of your loved ones. Look people in the eye. Listen with all of your senses. We miss out on so much when we are plugged in to our technological devices. I remember talking to somebody, what we call in Hebrew a sabra, somebody who was born, a native Israeli. And he said that while he's Israeli, he was not ultra-religious. And if you know anything about Israelis, yes, I know a lot in the country stops on Saturday, but certain things, they just go about their business. And he said if it wasn't for his wife, who was American-born, and they go to synagogue every Saturday, and they literally unplug. No television, no radio, they don't use the car. It's just family time. It's reconnecting with the ones you love and the ones who live with you in your home. And it gives you an opportunity to explore, discuss, share ideas, and it gives you a chance to have respect grow within the family.
Is this the one you don't want to talk about?
Well, no, I said only because I felt that it was difficult. As I read it, okay, I was able to put all that together, okay, because then I remembered what this person who I knew at the time said about the Sabbath, that, there is, it's sort of like Colin Powell being the Shabbos Goy. He turns the lights on and off, he would turn the ovens on and off, things of that nature. You're not listening to radio or television.
Well, let's say if you're meditating, same type of thing.
Well, it is in a way, only it's not by yourself. It's with the, if you live by yourself, that's one thing. But if you are part of a family unit, it gives the family a chance to reconnect and talk about the things that maybe during our busy life, the busy week that we might have had, you don't get a chance to talk to each other about.
Think about a camping trip where everybody just goes and there's no real modern conveniences, and you look at the lake and you just talk and relax.
And you tell ghost stories.
Yeah, the water just comes down, the stream just rolls down nicely. Same type of thing. You're unplugging from the world. You're
Something very, very similar.
You're unplugging. You're just taking it easy.
And then the next thing is voice. Speak your truth. Wear your passion. Let people know what you care about. Let people get to know the real, beautiful, one-of-a-kind you and what you really stand for. You have a unique voice. You have greatness within you. You have something that the world needs. That's why you're here, let's face it. Use your voice to speak your goals. Use your voice to care for others. Use your voice to inspire others. Use your voice to make positive change. Use your voice to pray. Use your voice to sing, with the exception of Felix. Use your voice to laugh.
Ha ha ha.
I use my voice to laugh every time Felix tries to sing.
Oh, beautiful.
See? Okay, the next one is work, Felix. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here.
Voice. Speak your truth.
No, I did that.
I
said
work.
It's like Dobie Gillis, the four-letter word. Work!
Work? What you mean work, son? The most brilliant life tools in this world can't work unless you do. There are no quick fixes or magic wand. Real transformation is a slow process that requires hard work. With commitment and dedication to working hard, nothing can stand in our way of moving forward. Hard work means that we are willing to try, fall, and stand up again. We are willing to be bold, and we are willing to face ridicule and criticism. And I guess they're not just talking about your job, 9-to-5 job. That's life in general.
Criticism is part of life. How else does one grow? You're working with someone, okay? And if the person notices a way that you can improve yourself, it's not negative criticism. They're giving you constructive criticism so that you can improve yourself. Let's face it, if you're working in industry and you get a job evaluation, hopefully the job evaluation is such that if your supervisor notices an area that you can improve upon that will make you a better employee and a better person, then he or she is going to tell you. So don't take it in a negative sense. Think of it positively.
And tell them thank you for the criticism.
That's right. You can always use all of those, everything that we've been discussing.
Extra, read all about it.
That's right. Go that extra mile. Do more than you did before. Expand your comfort zone with extra focus, extra power, extra love, extra drive, and extra outcomes. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, if you never venture outside of your comfort zone, you will never improve. You have to be challenged. Try new things. Okay? This is what extra stands for. Yesterday. How many times do we look into the past? Leave it behind. Glance back to see how far you've come, but always keep moving forward. Leave your past mistakes behind you. Yesterday just determines your starting point for today. There's no way to predict how far you can really go. Live in the now and savor the present and always plan for tomorrow. Worrying